Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I get a lot of questions about whether I'd review O-scale items and other scales very often, and there's a lot of reviews out on YouTube covering those scales, but one thing that's not covered very well is S-scale. So today we're going to talk about S-scale, what it is, what the locomotives and rolling stock are like, and what's the main manufacturer of S-scale items where you can pick up S-scale and how it would fit in to maybe some railroad plans you have. So let's take a look at what S-scale is when we take a look at this American Flyer Santa Fe Flyer Chief dockside set along with another S-scale locomotive in this video. We have a couple products to talk about here, but before we get into that, S gauge, what is it? That is 1/64 scale. That is in between HO and O scale. And American Flyer, a product of Lionel, is predominant in making S gauge sets and trains, and we've got a separate locomotive to look at here. But we'll get into the set. MSRP $329. I didn't mention that. Got an American Flyer manual, which will tell us all about it. And then you will get caboose, coal car, coal hopper, dockside reefer, and the locomotive. Also in the box, a controller, which requires 3 AAA batteries that aren't included, and the S gauge track. Now I've left the HO scale track out here so you can see the difference. A lot larger, but not quite O scale larger. And we have a complete circle of track here with some straights tucked away into this cardboard slot here, and a power pack. So that is everything in the box. Let's get this set up. I'll give you a quick peek into the pamphlet before we start unboxing anything. It's got system features, the remote, and don't forget to install those batteries, how to create your layout, locomotive operation, and maintaining your set. Battery, just unscrew the back lid on the remote and put in the 3 batteries. This can also be operated with Bluetooth, so we'll talk about that in the review. Now, to join the track, you simply line up the rail joiners. If you have other scales of track, you may be familiar with these, and snap it together like so. You'll want to run your fingers over it to see if there's a ledge. If there is, it's not correctly snapped together and you may derail your train. I also want to take a quick second and show you the difference in size between HO, which is in this hand, and the S gauge track. You can literally fit the HO rails in between the S gauge rails perfectly. So that gives you an idea of how large S gauge is. All right, let's unbox the actual cars here. Starting with the locomotive. I'll do the rest of these off camera, but I wanted you to get an idea of what was in the box and how it's unboxed. It's a little Santa Fe switcher steam locomotive there. Now, if you're looking for HO high detailed items, S scale rarely has that. This is more of a fun scale along the toy train lines of locomotives and rolling stock. All right, so we have all of the cars out, so we'll take a quick look at each one. There is the switcher. You've got an LED tail light. You can see right here, and an LED headlight. A little bit of smoke box door detail, and then large couplers, some side rod detail as well, and kind of silhouetted windows for the cab. The boxcar is nice, or the refrigerator car I should say. You've got the hatches where they load the ice for the refrigerator car, wood paneling, some door detail, step detail, and the trucks. Coal hopper with a coal load there. Some rivet detail going along the side of that. You should be able to see if I angle it just right. And some reporting marks, just like I forgot to mention on the refrigerator car. And they also have reporting marks on the end. And then the caboose with a brake wheel on each platform end. Got the cupola and the little chimney for the furnace. Reporting marks, rivet detail, and that is about it. So we're assembling our train here, and one thing I wanted to point out is this is a little release for the coupler at the bottom, so very easy to couple. You just simply place the items on the track. This caboose is lit, by the way, so that's pretty cool. And you join the coupler like so, and it's on the track ready to go. We're going to start moving it. You can go forward or reverse. Here's the controller with American Flyer lines on the bottom, bell, and whistle. You can do those at the same time. You've got announcements and things there. A little radio chatter. You can simply reverse it. And if you haven't noticed, the dial is a steam locomotive wheel. You can see both the headlight and the lit caboose back here. Now if I come around and go in reverse, the reverse light comes on as well. And here's a close look at the lit caboose for you. You got variable speeds, you can go slow. This is about the slowest speed there. Or you can really crank it up. Now if you're wanting to run Bluetooth, one way is to download the Lionel Lion Chief app. Probably a little hard to see. This is from the Google Play Store. I'm sure they also have one for Apple. Okay, so now we will run the engine with the Lion Chief. Throttles there. Whistle. Bell. Forward and reverse is there. And there's your announcements, or radio chatter I should call it. So that is both operating this set from the remote and the Lion Chief app. Okay, now say that you want to dive further into the world of S-Scale and you want a different locomotive or different rolling stock. American Flyer has you covered, because here I've got a Norfolk Southern Baldwin switcher. Now the MSRP on this is $249. Again, it comes with a manual and it comes with its own remote. So we'll get this out of the box. Alright, just like that, the Lion Chief app has detected the new locomotive and it's pulling off with the consist. locomotive. When you move it, the cab light goes out, and it has a nice yellowish white headlight. When reversing, you have a reverse light here as well. Since we're stopped, you can see the detail of this locomotive. The horn on top, some latches, radiator grill, and some of the other detail. Well, I hope you enjoyed the introduction to S-Scale. Hopefully you can see how getting a set, adding locomotives and rolling stock to that can expand and build on an S-Scale empire if you decide to go that way. This set was pretty good, kind of a review / introduction to S-Scale. The track has kind of a little outward pitch to it, but there are screw posts, screw areas inside the track where you can bolt that down to a nice train table and begin the world of S-Scale. With that said, I'm going to leave you with a run-by of both the switcher, the steam switcher, and the diesel switcher, pulling all of the cars in this consist, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.